Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show 20. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. In this episode, we're starting off with the Indians coming to town to take on the Tigers in an AL Central matchup. The Indians are staying relevant in the race at this point, but they are a few games back, looking to try and kind of get on a roll and tighten up the race at the top of the Central Division. And they're going to have their hands full with veteran lefty Matthew Boyd. Not the best numbers for him so far this year. The ERA is a little bit up. The WHIP is okay. But he's 10-3 on the year. This is a guy they've got a ton of confidence in. And he's looking to get the Tigers out and off to a good start in this one. But it's Cesar Hernandez to start the ball game. 3-1 pitch is low. And it's a leadoff walk from Boyd to start off the ball game. Next batter is Mercado, chopper to first, and they're going to go 3-6-1, but they do not get the back end of the double play, so it's now runner on first, one away. Now it's a ground ball to short. They're going to try this again, and this time they are going to turn it. It's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers, and we will head to the bottom half as the Tigers are going to get things going now against Aaron Civale. He's 9-7 on the year. The ERA is 4.61, and the WHIP is up around 1.4. So the veteran righty not having exactly the kind of year that he's looking for as well. And we'll see how he fares in this one. Starting things off, Les Daleski, it's a 4-pitch walk. So both starters issuing first inning leadoff walks to start the ball game. And Daleski going to take advantage. He's off and stealing second there. Now it's Kristen Stewart on a 3-2 pitch. Chopper to the right side. That's going to get Dalevsky over to third now with just 1 away in the inning. And that is going to bring up Bert Kohler. But first, we're going to take a look at the Tigers starting lineup. It's Dalevsky in center, Stewart in right, Kohler at first, Aaron Judge DHing, Santana in left, Gonzalez in second, Noisy at third, Davey Grion catching, and Nico Goodrum batting ninth, playing shortstop. Now here's Kohler. He pops one up the elevator shaft, but another full count there, so the pitch count is quickly getting up there for Civale, and now it's a 2-2 to Aaron Judge. Gets him swinging, and he is out of the inning, so we are scoreless after 1, but we'll keep an eye on that pitch count for Civale. Trey Mancini goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Then with 2 away, it's Jordan Luplow, a comebacker that hits Boyd. He collects it and gets his man at first. So a quick inning there, just 21 pitches through 2 innings for Boyd. This is the 13th pitch of the at-bat to Marwin Gonzalez with 1 away in the second. That ball is into the gap. It's going to be extra bases. Aaron Civale already at 43 pitches to this point, and now a runner in scoring position with 1 away in the inning. That brings up Sheldon Noisy. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Nice sinker down and in on him. That's 2 away. Then it's Davey Grion. Got a pitch to hit here, but was a little bit late with his timing. Lifts a fly into right. And that's it for the Tigers in the first. But Civale up to 49 pitches at this point. Now on to the third. It's a leadoff base knock here. And then Nicky Lopez is going to hit one back to Boyd. He's going to second with it, and it's going to be a 1-6-3 double play, and it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. Next batter, Blake Swihart lines one just over the leaping try from Bert Kohler, and it's a 2-out knock for Swihart. And then it's Cesar Hernandez, ground ball to the left side, handled by Goodrum, goes to second with it just in time for the final out of the inning. Now we go to the bottom of the third. It is still scoreless here. Goodrum due up to start things off the inning, but now with 1 away, it's Les Dalevsky out in front of the curve. He's down on strikes for the second out. Third K for Aaron Civale. Then it's Kristen Stewart, another full count. Checked his swing, but he did hold up, and he is now on with a 2-out walk. That brings up Bert Kohler. A 1-2 pitch is chopped to third. The throw goes over to second, but is wide, and they don't get anybody, so the inning continues for Aaron Judge. Now on a 3-2 pitch, runners in motion. He goes back up the middle, a diving stop to try and at least keep it in the infield, but it gets away. Stewart able to come around and score, so that error hurts as it is now 1-0 Tigers. Already 83 pitches to that point for Civale. He does get Santana swinging here to end the inning. Couldn't hold up on that one. But the Tigers are out in front 1-0, and that pitch count, an obvious concern for the Indians at this stage in the game. Now on to the fourth. It's Boyd back to work, gets Oscar Mercado swinging there. Throw goes down to first to put him away. That was the first out. Then it's Franmil Reyes and a 1-1 pitch down the left field line past the diving try from Noisy, and he is going to have himself a 1-out base knock. Then it's Trey Mancini. 2-1 pitch is into center field. Long run for Dulevsky. Diving try, couldn't get there, and this ball goes all the way out to the wall in deep center field, and this is a big ballpark, so a long way to go to get to it. Good base running here from Mancini as he saw the throw was wide, took advantage, and comes in to score for an inside the Parker to make it 2-1 just like that. So Boyd, a little bit of frustration surely with the way that thing unfolded, but he does come back to get out of the inning. It is 2-1 Indians as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Marwin Gonzalez coming to the plate. I show you that because Jake Woodford had entered the game here, but I missed the cut scene where they showed his statistics on the year. He's going to start things off with a walk to Jake Woodford, or to Marwin Gonzalez. Now it's Sheldon Noisy going back up the middle and into the gap in right center field. Gonzalez doesn't run well, but with that ball out there in Triples Alley, he's coming around to score. It's an RBI double for Noisy, and the Tigers have tied it at 2. Next batter is Davey Grullon. He's down on strikes, looking there. That's the first out. Then it's Lev Dulevsky now with 2 down. He takes one deep to left field. This ball is traveling well, but it is going to come up just shy. Caught at the track, and that ends the inning. Now on to the 5th. Brian Hayes, the former Pirate, hits one deep to left center field. A long run for Dulevsky, but he is going to track that one down just shy of the wall for a long, loud first out there. Then it's Nicky Lopez back up the middle. That ball's hit well. So Boyd perhaps getting knocked around a little bit here with some hard contact. Keep an eye on that. Blake Swihart up next. Ground ball to short. And this is going to be another double play for the Tigers. The third that they have registered in this one. As you see, Gonzalez was upended here. But the Tigers have tied this thing, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 2-2. Kristen Stewart on a 2-2 pitch lifts one deep to right field. Looking up, and that one is out of here. Jake Woodford surrenders the home run there. A solo shot for Stewart, his 8th on the year. 363 feet to put the Tigers back out in front in this one. So they've got it to 3-2 now, and looking for more. Here's Bert Kohler. 1-2 pitch is hit hard, and that's going to get through the right side. And it's a base knock for Kohler. He is swinging the bat well of late. That brings up Aaron Judge. He goes up and gets this one. That's into the right center field, all the way to the wall out there in Triples Alley. Kohler is going to come around to score, and it's an easy stand-up double for Aaron Judge. And it is now 4-2 Tigers. That's it for Woodford, as the Indians are now going to turn to Carlos Carrasco. He has pitched pretty well for them so far this year, mostly in relief, as you can see. 30 appearances, 100 innings, and an ERA at 3.51 for the veteran. First batter he faces is Domingo Santana. That ball was hit well, but they had him played well. It is going to allow Judge to run to advance to third now with one away. It's Gonzalez down on strikes. Nice slider in under his hands there. That's the second out. Then it's Sheldon Noisy. 2-2 pitch is a changeup that he swings through, and that will do it. But the Tigers have taken the lead 4-2. Two-way now in the 6th. It's Franmil Reyes. Harmless ground ball to short here, handled by Goodrum. The throw was a little bit low and offline, but nice job by Kohler to handle that. And now we go to the bottom of the 6th. Carrasco still going to work here. He gets Grullon swinging. He gets Goodrum swinging, and then it's Les Dulevsky. A 1-1 pitch is hit deep to center field. This ball traveling a long way. It's going to bounce up against the wall, and Dulevsky runs well enough that this is an easy triple for him. Probably could have thought about maybe trying to stretch that one to an inside the Parker, but that relay would have had him. Nonetheless, it's his 6th triple of the year, and Carrasco now going to get Stewart, so he strikes out the side and strands that runner at third. So the Indians trying to hang in there. It is 4-2 after 6. On to the 7th. Matthew Boyd still out there with 2 away. This ball is pulled through the left side, and it's a base hit to bring up Brian Hayes on a 1-1 pitch. Chopped over to Kohler. He's going to step on the bag, and Matthew Boyd with 7 strong innings in this one as we go to the stretch with the Tigers ahead by 2. First batter is Bert Kohler. This ball was down the chute, and he hits it deep to right center field off the top of the wall. It's another triple for the Tigers, as that has been a popular part of the ballpark today. Now it's Aaron Judge. Lifts one into shallow right center field, but it is going to be deep enough for Kohler to try and tag here. So the throw is going to come in and be just late. So now it is 5-2 Tigers on the sacrifice fly from Judge. Next batter is Domingo Santana going up the middle, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So the Tigers looking for more here. They are going to pinch run with Travis Jankowski. So a steal situation certainly in order here on a 0-1 pitch, though. It's Marwin Gonzalez chopping one to the right side. They got to go to first with it, so it's two-away now, and Jankowski in scoring position for Sheldon Noisy. He hits one to the right side, though. That's going to be corralled by C.J. Cron, and that will do it for the Indians in the 7th. But they add one more and make it 5-2 as we head to the 8th. Tigers turning to the bullpen. It's the young lefty Dominic Billingsley. He has struggled a little bit of late, but is starting to kind of try and get settled back in, and things going to start off pretty well here as he gets Nicky Lopez swinging. Now we take a look at Matthew Boyd's numbers for the day. 7 innings, 6 hits, struck out 3, walked 1, and gave up 2 earned across the 7 innings with 88 pitches on the day. So next batter is going to be Blake Swihart drawing a walk. Now it's the next pitch is taken into right center. Delevsky runs that one down, and that's 2 away. And now it's Oscar Mercado, 2-2 pitch. Chased a changeup down, and nice work from Billingsley to get out of the inning there and keep it 5-2. Emmanuel Clase into the ball game for the Indians, the hard-throwing right-hander. Has struggled a little bit this year, and the first batter he faces, first pitch is a slider that Davy Grion was sitting on and rips that baby over the left field wall for his 10th of the year. A solo shot. 405 feet, putting that one out there into the bullpen, and the Tigers extend their lead now to 6-2. In the 9th, they will turn to Jordan Hicks. It's not a save situation, but looking to get the right-hander some work, as they haven't had to tax him too much this year. And starting things off, it's Franmil Reyes. He's down on strikes, blew him away. Then it's Trey Mancini. Thanks for playing. You can take a seat as well. He's down on strikes. And then C.J. Cron, the former Tiger, couldn't touch that one, so a solid inning of work there from Jordan Hicks. And the Tigers take this one 6-2. It wasn't the most comfortable victory, but a good team effort as they drove up the pitch count early and then got to the bullpen. So player of the game honors going to Les Delevsky, 2 for 4 with a triple and a double. Matthew Boyd, 7 innings, picks up the win in this one. Jake Woodford, the 1 inning of work, got roughed up, and he is going to be saddled with the loss. Taking a look at the statistics here, it's 6 hits and 2 walks against 8 strikeouts for the Indians. No home runs, and the pitching staff, nobody necessarily had a day that was, something to write home about. Savali was actually pitching pretty well, but the Tigers were just working him to death to where they were forced to use the bullpen. And now for the Tigers, you see 11 hits, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts, which is kind of a product of driving up pitch counts. But they got homers from Stewart, Grion, a stolen base from Delevsky, his 36th of the year. Matthew Boyd got his 11th win, and the bullpen doing a good job after he exited. So there's a final look at the line score in this one as the Tigers take it 6-2 here at Comerica. Now a trade offer from the Blue Jays. They offered to give us Gabriel Moreno, a young right-handed hitting catcher, a potential. He's 22 years old and already a 79 overall, very good defender. He's got respectable skills at the plate as well and actually runs okay. So tons and tons of upside with this guy. I know we've got Davy Grion and Jake Rogers, but honestly we've been kind of looking for a way to maybe move Rogers, but didn't really have any other really good options to fill his position. So this gives us that for sure. He hasn't hit the ball all that well this year and is perhaps maybe one of the reasons why the Blue Jays were looking to move him, but they also have Joey Bart in their system. So even though they've got a lot of team control left on his contract, they were willing to trade and looking to bring in David Bodie instead, or in his place. So we've got Sheldon Noisy that we can just plug in as the everyday third baseman. Isaac Paredes is there, and we've got a lot of other options in the infield that we could possibly use at the major league level if we need to. So I like this trade, and we're going to go ahead and do it. Now, that freed up that spot, or the option for us to move Jake Rogers. So we pull him together with Roger Golson, another young right-hander with a little bit of upside, but a B potential guy. And we're going to look at Clyde Leach from the Cubs, who is a 22-year-old A potential, 74 overall, whereas Golson is a 22-year-old B potential that's about a 68 overall, I believe. And with some of our aging starting pitching, it's a good idea for us to continue to load up on young arms. So I think this is a move that makes sense for us. We're not losing a whole lot in terms of guys that we need right now or any potential like really big time long term prospects. And we get a really good righty here with a 5-pitch mix, incredible velocity. So I really like this deal, and that gives us, like I said, the ability to bring in that Moreno and move him immediately to the Major League roster. And coincidentally, we are going out to the Rogers Center to take on the Toronto Blue Jays, who we just had that trade with. So we'll get to see perhaps some former teammates facing off against each other in this one. So the Blue Jays are hovering right around 500, looking to kind of try and stay relevant. But here's Zach Godley, veteran righty, not a guy known for logging a ton of innings as a starter, but he has pitched fairly well for them with a 4.33 ERA, the whip up at 1.38, a little higher than he'd like. He's 5-9 on the year across 22 starts. And it's Travis Jankowski starting things off. Works the count, but hits a ground ball to short, and he is retired for the first out. Now we'll take a look at the Tigers lineup in this one. It's Jankowski in center, Stewart DHing, Kohler at first, Aaron Judge in right, Santana in left, Gonzalez at second, Noisy at third, Moreno is going to play catcher, and Royce Lewis at short. So Moreno getting the start against his former team in this one, so we'll see if he contributes. Next batter is Kristen Stewart. He hits one deep to right field. That's going to go right center. It's going off the wall for a double, so a nice start for Kristen Stewart. Then it's Bert Kohler taking one to left field. That's going to get down, but hit too well, and now it's first and third as Stewart has to hold, and that brings up Aaron Judge, who lifts one deep to center field. This is going to stay in the park, but it will go down as a sacrifice fly as Stewart's going to come in and make it 1-0 Tigers in the early going. Next batter is Domingo Santana. 0-1 pitch to him was a hanger, and he takes it back up the middle, and that extends the inning, makes it first and second now with 2 down, and then it's Marwin Gonzalez drawing a walk. That pitch was low, and the pitch count is quickly getting up there for Zach Godley. He's at 28 already. A couple pitches later, it's Sheldon Noisy hitting one hard, juggled it short, but they do get him to get out of the inning. But Zach Godley certainly had to work hard for that one. It is 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. On the hill for the Tigers is Tarek Skubal. He has really struggled lately. His ERA up to 5.1, the whip up around 1.5. So the young lefty looking to try and get things going back in the right direction. So we'll see how he fares today against this Toronto Blue Jays lineup. First batter is Gurriel Jr., ground ball to first. Kohler handles that one, steps on the bag, and now one away, and we take a look at the Blue Jays lineup today. As it's Gurriel at short, Biggio in second, Guerrero Jr. at first, Bichette DHing, Randall Grichuk in right, Naquin in center, Hernandez in left, Van Meter at third, and Joey Bart, recently called up due to that trade, is going to do the catching. Now a 3-2 pitch to Biggio is just low, and he lays off the curve there. So a nice eye from Biggio, and he draws the walk. So the first base runner of the game for the Blue Jays. Then it's Vlad Guerrero Jr., ground ball to third. They go around the horn for the double play, and it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. Now on to the second. There's Moreno. He's down on strikes out in front of that one. Now with one away, it's Royce Lewis. He's out in front of a curve, and Zach Godley picks up his second K. Then it's Jankowski, gets frozen on a nice backdoor cutter from Godley, so he strikes out the side in order in the second. Skubal says, hang on a second, I can do that too, as he strikes out a couple in his half of the inning, and we are now going to the third, still 1-0. There's Kristen Stewart again hitting the ball hard, past the sliding try from Guerrero, and he's on with a leadoff single. He's up to 57 pitches, but here he gets the strike him out, throw him out, double play as they put Stewart in motion. Kohler swung through an ugly one there, would have been ball 4. Instead, it's 2 away. There's Aaron Judge now drawing a walk, so he's on with 2 down. It's Domingo Santana. Just a chopper in front of the plate. Godley handles and takes the throw to first, but 66 pitches to get through 3 innings for Zach Godley is not going to get it done in terms of efficiency. And starting off the bottom of the third, it's Hernandez with a double down the left field line, just ahead of the throw there. So he is in, and a runner in scoring position now for Josh Van Meter, taking one over the leaping try from Royce Lewis, all the way to their left center field wall. So a run will come in to score. It is now 1-1, and another runner in scoring position. That brings up Joey Bart. Ground ball to short is going to be handled. The runner is going to have to hold at second. So now one away for Gurriel Jr. He's going to take one through the right side. Not going to test the arm of Aaron Judge, though, so now it's runners on the corners for Gavin Biggio, and he's going to swing through a slider that was off the plate there, down for the second out. Now Vlad Guerrero Jr. into left center field, and Santana runs that one down to end the inning, but the Toronto Blue Jays have tied this thing at 1 thanks to the RBI double from Josh Van Meter. After 3, it is tied here at the Rogers Center. Now Marwin Gonzalez starting off the fourth, out in front of a changeup. He's down on strikes, but that was another full count there. Now 78 pitches into the game with 2 away. It's Moreno popping one up to the right side, so it's going to be a scoreless inning for the Blue Jays starter there, but he is pushing 80 pitches now. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, Scooble back to work. It's going to be a leadoff walk, though, and now a flare down the left field line that's going to get down. So he's in trouble here with runners on first and second, still nobody out. That brings up Tyler Naquin. 1-1 pitch, chopper to short. They're going to have to hustle on this one. They get the out at first or at second, but they do not get the back end. So it's now runners on the corners, 1 away for Teoscar Hernandez. Hits one down the right field line, or the first base line. Knocked down by Kohler. Tries to recover and get him, but they don't get anybody. A run comes in to score. It is now 2-1. Runners on first and second. And Van Meter this time is caught looking. He's down on strikes. 4th K for Scooble. And then it's Joey Bart. 0-1 pitch is going to be routine for Burt Kohler there. So the Blue Jays take the lead, but Scooble able to minimize the damage and keep it at 2-1 as we head to the 5th. Blue Jays turning to the bullpen as it's Caleb Barajar. He's 6-2 on the year. The ERA is 5.59, though, across 104 innings. And to start off the inning, it's Royce Lewis lifting one into left center field. Long run there. He tries to make a diving grab in left, but it's going to be over his reach. And Lewis not stopping at second. He wants 3 and is just going to beat the throw for a leadoff triple. So the Tigers with an opportunity here, with nobody out and a runner on third. Now Travis Jankowski, good job, just hits a ground ball to second. That scores the run, and now we are tied at 2 on the fielder's choice. Now a 2 away, it's Burt Kohler going back up the middle, and it's a 2-out single, so the Tigers keep the inning alive for Aaron Judge. 2-0 pitch is ripped into left center field. That's going to get over the leaping try from the left fielder. It takes him a second to recover it, and now Kohler coming all the way around to score, and the Tigers lead 3-2 on the 2-out RBI double from Aaron Judge. Then it's Domingo Santana ripping this ball into center field, but right at him, and that's going to end the inning. But the Tigers able to capture the lead now 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order due up for the Blue Jays, and it's Gurriel Jr. 0-1 pitch taken deep to right field. Long run for Aaron Judge. Could not make the catch, and it's going to be a double to start off the inning. So Scooble in trouble yet again, and now it's Biggio. 0-1 pitch is into right field. That hangs up. Judge going to show off his arm, but they weren't going to test him anyway, so it's runner on second. 1 out for Vlad Guerrero Jr. Twisted up on a slider down and in for the second out. Then it's Bo Bichette. Routine into center field. Jankowski's under that one, and Scooble strands that leadoff double, and the Tigers hold the lead. Starting off the 6th, it's Marwin Gonzalez. Watches ball 4 just low there from Barajar. Then it's Sheldon Noisy. Got a hanging curveball there. Lifts one deep to left center field. This one is way back and a long run, but he is going to get to it for the first out as Gonzalez will retreat to first. Then it's Moreno out in front of a changeup, down on strikes against his former team. Now a 2-way, it's Royce Lewis. Swings through a curve, so good job escaping danger there. And we go to the 6th, or the bottom of the 6th, still 3-2. Scooble still out there, gets the swing and strike out there. That is his 6th K in the first out of the inning. Then it's Teoscar Hernandez. He's down on strikes. And Scooble now 6 strong innings. And the Blue Jays going to turn to Philip Deal as we enter the 7th here. The lefty, you see his number so far this season, 5.7 ERA. And to counter that, the Tigers are going to turn to Lev Zaleski off the bench to pinch hit. And he's going to swing and hit one well here, but right at the shortstop, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. and they would go scoreless. Now on to the bottom of the 7th. Skubal still out there, gets a looking strike out there on Van Meter for the second time, and now Ron Gardenhire going to turn to his bullpen. So a good start from Skubal. He struggled a little bit, but a good job of at least minimizing damage, just the 2 earned runs allowed, and now they turn it over to Santiago Carvajal, the young righty coming out of the bullpen with a 3-pitch mix and a 3.48 ERA across 19 appearances so far this season. Has really been strong against right-handers, and he shows that off here as he gets the swing and strike out for the second out. Then it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr., swing and strike out to end the inning. So nice work there, and now we head to the 8th with the Tigers still out in front by the score of 3-2. Blue Jays going to the bullpen again, and another ERA that's up there above 5, so pitching has been a challenge for them so far this year. And to start things off is Aaron Judge going into the right center field gap. A diving catch from Randall Grichuk, though. A nice play there for the first out of the inning. Then it's Domingo Santana. He's going to hit one into that same general area, but that's going to get down. And then Grichuk not quite as graceful on this one as that ball goes all the way to the right center field wall for a 1-out double. Then it's Marwin Gonzalez. That ball was hit hard, but a nice grab from Guerrero to step on the bag there now for the second out. And that's going to bring up a pinch hit situation for Brandon Dixon. So they're going to give this righty a try. He has been swinging the bat well for them. And here he is on a 2-1 pitch, hits this ball back up the middle. A nice play at short, spinning throw to get him to end the inning and keep it 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Carvajal staying out there. It's Kevin Biggio. Couldn't check his swing there. He's down on strikes for the first out. And so the young right-hander is just dealing out there. And now a 2-away, it's Bo Bichette. Ground ball to third. That's going to be handled by Dixon. And another scoreless inning of work from Carvajal there as we head now to the 9th. And the Tigers hold their lead. Now Moreno starting things off. He takes one back up the middle for a base hit. And he runs pretty well for a catcher, so keep that in mind. That brings up Kristen Stewart later with 2 out in the inning. He gets a hanging slider and just crushes this ball. That is a 2-run shot, his 10th of the year, 422 feet. But that one really hurts the Blue Jays as they were down by a run. Now they're down by 3 as we head to the 9th. And Jordan Hicks going to come on in this one, the hard-throwing righty. He has been getting roughed up a little bit lately. Not terrible, but that ERA up to 2.48 now on the year. And he is going to have a scoreless inning of work here. Ends this thing with a strikeout, and the Tigers take it 5-2 here on the road in Toronto. So we'll take a look at the stats here. Kristen Stewart, player of the game honors, was 3 for 5. Had the homer and the double, scored a couple of runs, drove in 2. Tarek Skubal, 6 1/3, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts to pick up the win. Barajar, a rough day, 2 innings, 3 hits, a walk, and 2 earned. And then Jordan Hicks, a scoreless 9th to pick up the save. Now a quick look at some more stats here. It's 10 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts for the Tigers. Nice day for Kristen Stewart, picking up his 10th home run of the year. Skubal with the win, his 7th, and then Carvajal and Hicks with a 2 2/3 stretch where they didn't allow a base runner and struck out 4. So good job from those two. For the Blue Jays, it's 6 hits, 2 walks, and 12 strikeouts as a team. Everybody in the lineup struck out at least once in this one. Godley didn't pitch poorly, but they drove up the pitch count to get him out of there, as the Tigers have been doing a fair amount of it this year, it seems. And then the bullpen just unable to keep it in check afterwards. So a final look at the line score as the Tigers take it 5-2 on the road. And now we are 125 games in on the season. We'll take a look at standings. The Tigers are 3.5 up on the Twins, 8.5 on the Indians to this point. And then a look at some standings, or some statistics, I should say, as the Tigers have the 4th best batting average in all of baseball. They've got the 4th most runs as well. Tied for first in home runs with 193, and they're doing that with a bunch of guys hitting a fair amount of home runs, not necessarily just 1 or 2 guys hitting a ton. So that's interesting. The fielding percentage is an issue at 27th best in the league. The ERA is 4.16, so that has been a challenge, and it's mostly been because we're not necessarily striking out a ton of guys, but we are walking a fair amount. In any case, that is going to do it for this episode, so I appreciate you watching, so please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment below, and we will see you all next time.